Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So it is Thursday night, September 26th, and the kids and I are getting ready for family share night. It's a thing we do at our church where different families just get together and we share what we have. I bring something, you bring something, bring your kids, bring your dog. Well, we got a dog. And you just go to somebody's house and you bring your kid. Boy, bye. So we're putting up groceries. I'm getting ready to start on dinner. We just thought we would bring you guys along to hang out with us while we do a little bit of some things. I did want to share with you a couple of quick things. We're getting ready to host our second annual Home Goods Swap. And one of my friends actually brought me some things, so I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that she brought for us and tell you about the swap. So let me put you on the tripod and get started at least making the tilapia patties. I'm going to show you guys how to make those, and we're just going to chit chat. Thank you.
Well, what was really weird is like, you know, not all of our emergency lights came on. Just so.
That's it, except put out, take all those rags and stuff, put it there. Get your notebook off the table, pull stuff off the table, and then put out what we need for eating. We didn't make tartar sauce, so if you want that, it needs to be made.
Then leave tartar.
Okay, you guys, so we're going to be hosting a home goods swap. This is the second annual one, and I got this idea from a friend of mine. She hosted one at her church. I actually went to two of hers, and the premise is you get all of your old, still with much love, you want to go? Still much loved items, but you just don't love them in your space anymore. And you get together, make sure everything is clean. You have a host space, and then you everybody brings something, and then however many things you brought, that's how many things you get to take away. And then whatever is not taken from the swap, you donate to charity. So we did one last year, and a friend of mine was going to host the second one, but she never got around to it. So I said, well, you know, it's time to do another one again. But this time we're actually going to be hosting it at a building. So it won't be in my home. We had a lot of stuff last year. And oh man, I mean, we had so many things. It's a way for people to declutter their houses, knowing that stuff is going to go to good homes. I mean, I have several bedspreads and bed sets and things like that I'm going to be taking to the swap. There's a lot of wall decor, just different things that I don't love anymore that somebody will love. So a friend of mine, she may not come, but she said, hey Shakima, I've got some stuff I can give you. If you know people who are in need or don't have the finances to, you know, do one, you know, buy new stuff, consider hosting one. Invite your friends. I had some people to come that didn't bring anything. And they said, well, I didn't bring anything. I can't trade. So I had tickets as the host. And I said, girl, please, I got all kinds of stuff in this house. Take, you know, here's your tickets. And I was able to give tickets because people had donated items to the swap. So it's going to be in October. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to probably vlog it. We're offering a light refreshment. It's going to be in the morning. So I'm thinking biscuits and sausage and maybe some coffee. Ms. Liz Hart did a coffee drink in her, she said you could do it in a crock pot. So it had like pumpkin spice and all of the things for fall. So I think I'm going to recreate that in the crock pot. But I'm excited about that. And I'll show you some of the things that have been donated so far.
Why do you eat those?
They would get in my lunchbox, I could eat them.
Oh.
This strap.
Well, Mom, I stopped putting them in your lunchbox because you never ate them.
Well, sometimes I just don't get around to it. But
This strap.
all of
Yes, all of that.
when there's nothing else to put in my lunchbox except nothing, put it in there.
Okay, you guys, sorry that I did not share that tilapia recipe with you all. My sister was here, my friend was here. On Thursday nights, we're really just kind of having fun and cutting up and stuff. So it's Friday night actually here. And I got off work early. I didn't feel well. But the kids still had taekwondo and I had to come home and help Alana do her geometry. So when we went over to taekwondo, I actually stopped by the Goodwill and I wanted to share with you a couple things that I was able to pick up. When I go to the Goodwill, I'm looking for, I don't know, just anything that would help me in my life. So found a couple pieces. There was one dress I really wanted to try on, but the dressing rooms were not free. I did not have a lot of time, so I just left it there. Maybe I'll go back and it'll be there, maybe not. So let me share with you what I found at my Goodwill. Okay, so this is showing up brown on the camera, but it's actually purple, which I'm not a purple fan, but this is going to go in my carry-all bag when I go on trips. And this is a very compact makeup bag. So all of your brushes go in here. Of course, you have that flip up. I do have to clean it. And then you close it back, and then you roll it to keep all of your makeup brushes. Now in this piece right here, I think I'm going to keep all of my eyebrow pencils and lip pencils down there, and any extra lipsticks I want to take so I don't have my purse full of lipsticks. And then I can put all of my makeups in here. So I do need to clean that off. That was $2.19. And then I was actually looking for some pieces. I've been sharing a lot of my Goodwill finds in a couple groups on Facebook. And a lot of people say, oh, Shakima, you should start a fashion blog or whatever. And I don't know. I'll give it a whirl at some point. I just don't have a lot of time now. But I do like pretty pieces. So I was just trying to find a couple more pieces that I could actually just show in the Goodwill groups. So this is a Croft & Barrel size medium. I really like that detail. It is sleeveless, so I could wear that underneath a blazer. I have a gray blazer, a new gray blazer. So I'm thinking a pair of dark blue denim jeans, skinnies, this burgundy top, and then a gray blazer. I really like that. And tops at our store, I think, are $3.89, $2.89 or $3.89. I can't remember. But one of those. And then I found this top. She does not like people walking in her neighborhood. She is like, why are you in my life? So this was another top. It's very understated. It's just a burgundy long sleeve top. And the thing that I liked about this is it has that cutout on all the way down the sleeve. So I do like this, the end of the sleeve, but that whole sleeve is a cutout. So again, jeans, a nice blazer if I want to, or no blazer if I don't want to. Same thing, $2.89 or $3.89. I'll have to look at my prices and show you guys better. Now, I really fell in love with this top right here. I don't have a lot of navy tops, but again, this was beautiful. This is a, let's see. I can't read that. Antilla Femme, size large. Has those 3/4 length sleeves. Love this top. Looks like It's brand new to me. Doesn't have a lot of wear. Looks like something Mrs. Erica would wear. Not that I got it for that reason, but I just like the pattern and it spoke to me. So I was thinking a nice pair of white linen pants or cream linen pants would go nice with this, or winter white would go nice with this, and I could wear that to work. And then the last piece that I picked up is a dress in size 12. I did not get to try this on, but I really believe it will fit with no problem. It's navy as well, and I love a long dress. And it is sleeveless, but again, I have a gray blazer, and it's Coldwater Creek, size medium 10-12, and this is what it looks like. So it looks black on the camera, but it's navy, a deep, deep navy. And it's long, just like I like them. I could belt this if I wanted to with a nice thick belt, nice silver jewelry with the gray blazer. And I think that it would look lovely. So just wanted to share those couple pieces with you guys. And hey, Goodwill's my go-to when I'm looking for cheap, inexpensive things that I can wear that look lovely. Okay, you guys, so yesterday when I showed you the Life at Apple's meal planner, I did forget to show you there are some stickers that come with this. And I'm not a big sticker person. I think that's probably why I didn't even think about it, because it just, stickers overwhelm me. I like them. I think they're pretty. I want to use them more, but I'm not a sticker person. So I have tons of stickers. I just don't always use them because in my mind, and I know some of y'all will laugh at me, it has to be quick. My world moves so quickly that I don't have time to sit and enjoy the layout and let me plan this color scheme. I have zero time for that. And I'm praying that the Lord would get me to a point where I'm not always rushing around trying to get stuff done. But this is my life at the moment. So I did want to show you the pretty stickers that come with this planner. But I am not sure when I will be using them. And it has things like inspiring, important, in progress, done. I might use those in my regular planner, but not necessarily in my meal planner. I don't know. I might. But I was really disappointed with myself because I didn't give y'all a full meal plan. It was like, Shakima, what are you doing? You can come up with meals with no problem. And then this morning, I was watching a video from Jordan Page. She did a video called Meal Planning for $25 a week. And then Amanda from the Fundamental Home showed a planning video on doing her meal plan and shopping what you have. And so I was thinking, why don't I look and see what I have? So I had Alana do a quick freezer inventory for me. And I've got to come up with some things that I can do with some of the things that I have. And I'm actually going to be meal prepping tomorrow. So I'm going to write on my sheet as far as some meal prep, because I didn't really have a Saturday meal planned. So I think I'm going to do baked spaghetti. And I have spaghetti squash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the spaghetti squash like I normally would. And I don't have ground meat, but I do have sausages in the casings. So like sweet Italian sausage or pork sausage in the casings. So I'm going to slit the casings, dump the sausage meat out, and use that. We have an Alfredo sauce. We have onions. I've got mushrooms. And I also have spinach. So I'm going to make like a spaghetti bake Alfredo. And then I'm going to put some bacon crumbles and some cheese. And I'm hoping to make a big enough pan that I'll have that for Saturday's dinner and Monday leftovers. Because for Sunday, we're going to do ribs, barbecued ribs. Because I do have some G. Hughes barbecue sauce in the pantry that I just saw. And I also have a Alabama white barbecue sauce that was keto friendly. So I'm going to probably do both, the Alabama white and the G. Hughes, because I have a big, huge pack of ribs. So that's what I'm going to do for another meal. Then tomorrow's going to be meal prep. So I'm going to meal prep some biscuits from Southern Keto Cookbook. There's drop biscuits. And then we're going to have sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and make some eggs. I'm going to do the fried eggs on the griddle. We're going to slit the biscuits, put a sausage patty in, put the egg, put the cheese, put them together and throw them in a Ziploc bag. I'm not going to freeze them because the kids and I will eat them relatively quickly for lunches. I'm also going to do some bacon. So I may do a double batch of the biscuits and do biscuits, sausage, and bacon, egg, and cheese. So I think I'm going to do that. And then looking at my list, because I had Alana do this, we have an extra pack of bacon. So I may do bacon wrapped green beans because we do like bacon wrapped green beans. And even if I don't cook them tomorrow, I can still go ahead and pre-wrap them and go ahead and cook them. But another thing that I thought about, Mrs. Erica, she does the all-in-one keto all-in-one video like Shelly does, and she loves garlic parmesan asparagus. Now, we don't like asparagus, but we do like the fresh green beans. So I'm thinking that I might be able to do like a garlic parmesan green bean, because I like, or a garlic and butter green bean. Even if I don't put Parmesan cheese on it, I can still do the garlic and butter because they're fresh. And so we would just, wash them, cut the ends off, and throw them in the oven with some butter and some garlic and all the things. So I may end up doing that. I have pork chops. So what I'm thinking of doing with pork chops, I can do pan sauteed pork chops. I can do velvet pork chops. And depending on how thick my pork chops are, I can do a stuffed pork chop. And if I do a stuffed pork chop, then I'm going to stuff it with cauliflower. I'm going to rice a bag of cauliflower, onions, mushrooms, and spinach, and then stuff it into the pork chop and cook it that way. That way I have one solid meal to eat. It's just the pork chop with all the fixings. Probably put a little cheese in it. It'll melt out. I may even do a cream sauce to go on top, and that'll be another meal, but it'll be a one pan pot meal. Let's see. I have 2 whole turkeys. I don't think I'm going to tackle the turkeys right now. Okay, I'm trying to think. So I have broccoli, and then I also have more of that pork sausage or the bratwurst sausage. So what I'm thinking about is doing a broccoli sausage one pan meal. What I'm trying to do, or going to try to do within the next couple weeks, is cut back a little bit on the dairy, because dairy in our family may not necessarily be the best fit. So we love cheese, we love heavy whipping cream, we love it all. But I'm going to try to just scale back a little bit to see if we can still be keto and not as much cheese as we usually consume. Nothing wrong with it. We're just trying to see if that will help us to get on a good foot as far as continuing with the weight loss. So we are going to try that. And then I have a roast, so I can do a Mississippi roast. And I was looking for Tuesday night. I had planned to do a broccoli cheese soup. I think I'm just going to do the Mississippi roast, and I think that will be fine. And even if I don't cook these meals this week, because I do have kind of a meal plan, one of the things Jordan said is, hey, I'm looking at what I have in my pantry, my fridges, and my freezers, and if I've overplanned this week's meals, I can always push them into next week's meals. So what I like doing is figuring out what meals I can put together and then figuring out where I can put them, because I don't always have to have them on a specific day, but I can put them in wherever I have an empty slot. So I'm trying to think for breakfasts. I think next week is still just going to be biscuits, sausage, egg, and cheese, or bacon, egg, and cheese. That's going to be next week. We won't have any other thing. I did forget to get yogurt, and I would like to have some yogurt in the house. I didn't forget it when I went to the Walmart. They didn't have the Too Good yogurt that I normally get, and so I just didn't get anything because I don't want to try to figure out what was keto friendly and what wasn't keto friendly. I just said, well, no problem. I won't worry about it. So I may have to get yogurt next week, which is no problem, because as long as I make enough biscuits for this week, we're okay. And what I might do is do biscuits and chaffles. Chaffles will give the kids another alternative, because I like peanut butter and jelly on my chaffles. So I can do that for breakfast, and I'll usually just make one and head out in the morning with a cup of coffee if I'm doing coffee, or a cup of tea or whatever. So that would be something that I could do. So those two things, I'm going to write that in, chaffles, because we can make those fairly quickly with no problem. So those are 2 items. Lunches are pretty much going to be leftovers from the night before. I was trying to figure out, okay, it was Amanda from the Fundamental Home that was talking about making Mississippi roast. And she said not a lot of people in her house eat roast anymore. So whoever was eating the roast could have then sandwiches for the next day. And so for my kids and I, we like to do the chaffles, and we can put the roast meat with cheese, or onions and mushrooms. I can saute up some peppers, onions, and mushrooms and do it that way, and then that could be lunch for the next day. So that is an option as well. And then I'm trying to decide, is there anything else on this list? We do have a chicken carcass, so I think I can make some broth, chicken broth. We still have quite a lot of broth, but I do like to have broth on hand. I do have steaks, so we could do Philly cheesesteaks because I have cheese. Or we could do steaks and gravy. I could do like a keto gravy and put that over a bed of cauliflower rice, which might be another way to keep us from doing a cheese or a dairy, is to just, I like to take it's pan steak that you fry in the pan. So I do like to cut that into little strips and pan saute it. I could pan saute it with some onions and some mushrooms and some peppers, and then just make a gravy that would go over it. And even if I use a little bit of sour cream and a little bit of cream cheese, I wouldn't still be using all the cheese I would on a Philly cheesesteak. So I think that could work as well. So I'm going to write that down. Steaks with a pan gravy. Steak with pan gravy over rice. So just thinking about this, especially for some of us who don't always meal plan or who tend to be very busy, if you take a few minutes to sit down, really look at what you have, you'll find yourself able to put together quick meals with no problem. So I've put together a couple things. Like I said, I do plan to meal prep tomorrow afternoon. Kids have taekwondo in the morning, which is fine, no problem. And then when we get back, then I'll be able to get some cooking done. And Alana is in Family Consumer Science, so she has a lab she has to do tomorrow. She has a muffin lab she has to do. So she's going to bake some muffins. We may even throw those into the mix for next week. Or maybe I'll take the chaffles out and we'll do muffins, because I forgot she had a lab for this week coming. So, and she's loving her class, no problem. Tomorrow, I do have to do homeschool. So I tried to get the kids computers reconfigured and to the new computers. But for some reason, I have to go through the whole process of setting up the school again. So I didn't want to set it up wrong, because I might have not remembered what I put for the last time. So I do have to go back in and use the CDs to load the school curriculum onto the new computers, and then it will let me transfer, and the kids won't have to have the CDs to do their school. So they're still doing school on their old computers until tomorrow. While they're doing taekwondo, I'm going to go to the library and just find a place to sit, and I'm going to finish getting all of their computer stuff squared away. So by tomorrow, we should be on new computers. The kids are going to be going to Florida in October with my sister. They're going to a theme park and a resort for a couple of days, about a week. And so we have to do some school extras so that they can have a week off in the fall. We don't normally take a fall break. We take a winter break, which is Christmas holiday. And then they get spring break in the spring. But in order for them to have a fall break, we will have to get school done ahead, or we'll have to bump school back a week. And the kids really probably don't want to bump school back a week. We will if we have to. It's no problem. I'm thankful that homeschool is pretty flexible in that area. Now, so that's what I'm planning to do for that. I really do plan to have a pretty light day tomorrow. I don't know if you can tell, but I really don't feel well. I've got like everything I've had to do over the last month. Seems like for the last 4 to 6 weeks, you know, everything dealing with my mom and her just kind of going downhill quicker than what I had imagined she would at the last. And then her passing, then the funeral, then my brother-in-law passed away. Just so many things happened, and now I'm not feeling well. So I want to rest some, even though I still have things to do. So we're on a pretty good, the house is picked up. I just had the kids do a quick 15-minute quick clean because there was some things out of place. Everything does not have to be perfect, and the house is not perfect, but it's picked up. And so I'm good with that for right now. And I told the kids, Mom's going to finish up what I have to do here, and then I am going to bed. I do have several videos coming out for you guys. They're just not filmed yet, but they will be. My monthly teaching will come out on Monday night because it's the 30th. It's the last day of the month. So I do have a little bit of something that I think the Lord is leading me to share with you guys. I don't think it's gonna be a long video. I say that every time, and it usually is a long video. But the Lord is leading me to share some stuff with you all, and so I'm going to get that out on the 30th. I do have outfits of the week coming out. I do have the monthly video for October's budget that's coming out, along with baby step number 3. And then I'm going to share with you a budget for my YouTube funds that came in for the month of September. The reason I didn't do weekly updates in September was because we just had so much going on. There was so much money going out and coming in, and it was just too much to figure out with everything with beauty. So October, we're getting back on the wagon for all the videos that we normally shoot, and then some bonus videos. We are really going to try to do more vlog type videos. The reason I can say that now with a little bit more assurity than before is because I'm using a different software to edit, and it is much quicker. It would take me hours and hours among hours to edit videos, and it just slows down your process. It slows down your day. It slows down your life. If I wanted to video on the road, I had to take my computer. I had to take my external hard drive. I have to take my camera. I've got to take all the things, and it was just taking so much time. But I found a solution I think will work that is going to allow me to edit videos quicker and be able to get content out to you faster. I am prayerful to be able to get more into the family vlogs. So anyway, I just thought I'd sit down with you guys and chit chat. Let me see. Oh, that was my grocery list. Chit chat with you guys just a little bit. Tell you what I'm working on. Help you come up with some ideas. Shop your freezers, shop your pantry, shop your fridges. See what you have. Especially if you're on a tight month. I know October for us will be a little bit more tight in groceries. And I'll explain a little bit more about that when I do the budget video. But at the end of October, I get a supplement. So that'll help us to be able, if I wanted to go to Costco or Sam's or somewhere like that and get a few extra stock up things at the end of October, I'll be able to do that. Right now, we're doing good. We did $111 of groceries. That worked out real well. I actually filled in with a few meat purchases, so that helped out as well because we only had pork chops in our freezer. That's all we had was 3 packages of pork chops, and we had to have a few more meats. So I was able to find some marked down meats and cheap. So I picked those few little things up to help us kind of get through. And that is what we're going to do. So just thought I would bring you guys along as we were kind of doing a few chores, and then I was sitting down trying to plan out my meal prepping for tomorrow. And I'm also going to try to figure out if I can put in what we ate this week for meals, because now we're back home. I'm not traveling anymore, and now I can cook meals, because before it was just whatever we could grab. Of course, we weren't eating out, but it was whatever we could grab. Okay, we got a meat but no sides, or we have sides but no meat. Okay, fine. Whatever we can get, let's just eat that. But now that we're back to regular program, this is going to work out, and
I just thought I'd share that with you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by our channel. We hope that you enjoy our videos. We love having you guys as a part of our community. If you haven't already, thumb up this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a part of our family. We love you guys. Share this video if you think it's going to be helpful to someone. And we'll see you next time. Bye now.